Hi, this is Darren and this is Tip Tap Game Clash. Today we're checking out Mother Russia Bleeds on Nintendo Switch, an eShop title that has been out for a while now, but thanks to end of year promotions has seen its price drastically reduced. Is it worth purchasing? Let's find out. Back in 1992, Sega released a title called Streets of Rage 2 on the Sega Mega Drive or Genesis. Streets of Rage 2 defined the side-scrolling beat-em-up. Thanks to its popularity, we saw an influx of side-scrolling beat-em-up titles released, from the likes of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Final Fight, and a number of other Capcom-based side-scrollers, such as Captain Commando. Mother Russia Bleeds borrows heavily from these games and also adds a few things into the mix. Initially you have access to 4 different characters to play as. I've chosen Boris, he sounds like Chorus, so I might as well just go with him. The game does support 4 players at any one time, and if you're playing by yourself, don't worry, a computer aided assistant will be hurled into the mix as well, although it won't represent one of the main characters in the story. Each level is made up of several core parts as you make your way from the left side to the right side of the screen, smashing in as many enemies as possible. The game relies heavily on a combo-like structure with the objective to kind of get the most hits in as possible, which is rewarded at the end of each level. Make no mistake, this game is not here for its story. Predominantly, you are just here to rack up as many points as possible by yourself or with your mates. But when the action is this intense, who cares about the story anyway? Each character has a number of different combinations available to them, and also there are a number of finishers as well, so if you want to rip those heads off, you can do that. Taking some inspiration there from Mortal Kombat. Originally released in 2016, Mother Russia Bleeds certainly holds up well compared to more recent games, such as Rage Injustice. This is mostly helped in part due to its unique art style, and while it does look like a standard 16-bit game with some dirty, smeary graphics, there are a number of effects in play. Overdosing on your chosen drug of choice will certainly see a number of blur effects. As you pummel enemies, you'll start to see cuts and blood appear all over different characters. It's just a shame that too much action is going on the front of the screen for you to pay attention in the background environments. Unlike other side-scrolling beat-em-ups, the odds are certainly not stacked in your favour. Enemies swarm, and on some levels you'll notice that the enemies actually start fighting with each other. When this happens, you can certainly take advantage of the situation by smashing a group of individuals all in one go. Holding down your punch button will allow you to charge up a super smash, and when you unleash it you will do significant amounts of damage and send characters flying across the screen. Weapons also play a large part in Mother Russia Bleeds. If you're fortunate enough to grab a knife and attack an enemy, you'll notice they pretty much die immediately from that fatal knife wound. Using a fire extinguisher or a telegraph pole might not provide the same results. There's a variety of enemies as well which you will face off against, even including dogs and pigs. Boss battles also introduce different varieties as well, including the likes of fatal shootouts with snipers. One area though that it does disappoint is the audio soundtrack, and while it's heavily synthesized, it does seem to become quite repetitive very quickly. Punches and kicks land with dull thuds, and enemies just do random grunts. This doesn't detract from the overall game experience though, which is a positive, however it just feels like it's lacking a certain bit more. But with such tight fun gameplay, this can often be overlooked, and is the case with Mother Russia Bleeds. Like all side-scrolling beat-em-ups, playing by yourself isn't as much fun as playing with a group of people, so it's strongly recommended that you get some buddies on that sofa with you as you run around mashing up the bad guys. Once you're done fighting bad guys, you can face off against each other in the arena, where you're pitted against your friends in a standard face-off. Extra content does seem to be limited, however that doesn't detract from the overall package that you're getting. The outcome for Mother Russia Bleeds certainly is a welcome addition to the Switch library, and if you're in the need of some side-scrolling bloody fun, this is certainly an easy title to suggest you pick up and play. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit the like button or even subscribe to our channel. This is Darren, this was Tip Tap Game Clash, and this was our review of Mother Russia Bleeds on Nintendo Switch.